It's one of the loudest stadiums in the National Football League. And with the drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitors' sideline, there you see the head coach of the Cardinals. This team looking for a second straight victory after the win a week ago. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. This is 3rd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's into the hands of Tyjae Spears. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes. He puts it up, and it's caught. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. His 12th touchdown of the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken around the 11. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Cards offense ready now for their second drive. They'll start it here with a first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. On the zone read, a give to Benson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Dayon Henley there on the tackle. From the 20, here's second and 9. Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Groupie's kick is good. And the Cardinals are on the board. It's 7-3. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in Johnson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Groupies able to add the extra point. And the Cardinals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards with 2 weeks to play. Looking to finish strong and capture the crown. On first down, it's Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, KC.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run up the middle with Pacheco.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. First and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. In this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On That's picked up by the Chiefs. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A draw to Benson. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Benson. Showing off the elusiveness there. Able to dance his way forward. It's a gain of about 4.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
That is caught left side by Helm. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he is going to have a Chiefs first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. We've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
First down throw. Mahomes. Left side in the hands of Rice.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Mahomes now on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. That's complete to Rice. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick six, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick six, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by one here in the second half.
Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco, and he'll get about 5. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he will have the first down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going. A handoff to Pacheco. Not much happening there, just a short gain. the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Corner Garrett Williams there on the stop. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Trying to hook up with Tyjae Spears coming out of the backfield that time. And now it's 4th down.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every possession you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on 4th down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on 4th down on 4th down. They knew they were going for it on 4th down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it. So I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, they...
And he will score again. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 33-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. It'll be swung out wide to Spears. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. He's got it at about the 8. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. Throwing is Mahomes. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw, and he's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. They took the shot, but it doesn't pan out. They'll remain down by 1 here in the fourth quarter. A return now from the 4. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick...
And he will get into the end zone. J. Spears. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, anytime you have a mobile quarterback and it's 4th down, your philosophy on defense has to be take him away first. And that's exactly what this defense did here, being able to contain the quarterback, keep them short of that first down marker and get off the field on fourth down.
That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
They'll run the toss to Spears. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only one. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's Spears. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. They'll try and run here with Spears. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. That'll give him 4 yards. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now, Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll be marked down at the 7th. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Here's Spears. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. I.J. Spears. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Cards offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He takes off. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Throwing now from the gun. That is brought in at the 10. And he is out of bounds. Here is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27.
Once again, it's Spears. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.